So let's go ahead and get started. So once you log into your website, you're going to navigate to your hamburger menu, page management, and pages. Once we're in our pages module, this is where we're going to start building out our sections and our pages. Your pages are going to be where all of your content lives in your website. And then that's what's found here in our site navigation drop-down items. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with our fall 2021 and make those pages nice for the new school year. So once we navigate to our pages module, we will come to the correct category and then section that our pages will be housed in. So today it's going to be 2021-2022 school year. Once we get into this section, you have the option to add an unlimited number of pages so you can get all the information that you need. I've already started to build out our section, so we can go ahead and start adding more of our content. If you need to add a new page, we'll go ahead and click New Page. And these are going to be all of the options that you have. You can start from scratch. If you need to link to another page, we can build out forms, we can add videos, a photo album, a section calendar, as well as links. So let's start by updating our landing page. When I'm building out a section that is specific to one topic, I like to have what I call a landing page that has some information so you know exactly what it is you're looking at and how you're going to be navigating through that section. In this case, it's going to be our back to school updates and then all of the pages that fall within that. So currently we have our layouts set up here with what we call a hero image. Our layouts have been recently updated. So when you come to layout, you can see here all of our traditional layouts that we've always had, plus 3 new layouts here. You'll see this little gray bar at the top. This is what's called our hero image. So this gives you the option to add a page, to add an image directly at the top of your page. This one has your section menu on the right, this one on the left, and then this is going to be a page without a section menu. So we have this layout selected here, and I've already uploaded an image, but you also have the option to add more than one. So it would be sort of similar to your homepage photo shuffle, so the images will be rotating through. Once we upload our image, you're going to want to add that alternative text. And then we can go ahead and continue building out this page. By clicking Add, this is going to give us those additional content options that are going to live directly above the page's main content. So if we wanted, we can add an additional section menu here, or we can add buttons. Let's go ahead and add a new button. And then give our name here. All right. And we'll click outside of that. Always click Publish. And then if you want to see what this page looks like on the live site, you can just simply come here and click on the link. So you can see we have our back to school updates main landing page with our hero image that we added, that button that we just added here, and then the content that was already on the page. We also have our section menu here on the right-hand side based on that layout that we chose. So when we come back, we can add as much content as we want on the page. We have our content blocks. We can add photos, files, supply lists, more buttons, staff, and even a staff search. So we'll add some content here. You'll have the option for your content boxes to be collapsible. So if you have a whole bunch of text that is going on a page and you don't want your website visitors to have to scroll so much, you can make this collapsible. Let's add some content here. And as with any of the pages, we have our rich text formatting that's found at the top. And if we want, we can make this collapsible. And the collapsible content boxes will need a title. And we'll click publish. And let's go ahead and add another photo to our page. Here you're going to see all of the accepted file types. So you can either click here or you can simply drag and drop your photo right into the box. Add our alternative text. And click save. If you wanted to add more than one, you could do that as well. So let's go ahead and add a couple more. All right. So now we have our settings option here. So we have the option to either have our images rotate, have them stacked on top of one another, and then depending on whether you want it to be a full width, which would be from one edge of your screen to the other, or for it to be constrained to fit within your content, that's going to be a choice here. I prefer the constrained, so we'll click that. We're going to have our images rotate, and we'll click save and publish. You can also see over here where our section menu is, we have some new formatting options as well. So just like in the main content section, we can add all of the same options here. So if we want, we could add a staff member. And click save. We could add some content. And these 6 little dots mean that we can drag and drop. So let's go ahead and put our text above our staff member here. You can see that I've already added a photo, but again, if we wanted to move it up or down, we could. Click publish. And go back to our live link. So now you can see all that additional info we added, the pictures, the collapsible content box, our image, our section menu, and our staff members are here. So let's come back and build out some more pages within our back to school updates section. So we're going to go back to our section. And let's go ahead and start building out our remote learning homepage. So if you know that you will possibly be using the same information every year, I like to suggest to, rather than starting from scratch, you can just always rename for the new school year. So all you would have to do is adjust the dates or any of that initial information that would be pertinent to the particular school year or semester. You can see here we have a resources section, and in this collapsible content box, we have a video that's been embedded. So you have the option to embed videos within your content. You can also add files and PDFs to be embedded on a page as well. So let's go ahead and add a new file. And you have the option to add as many files as you would like and how you would like them to be organized. Right, we've got our PDF. In our options here, you have the option to rename your PDF and how you would like it to be displayed. Let's add some content here. And if I wanted to make this more of a heading rather than just normal text, I can come up here. We can give it our header. And I want to put this above our PDF. So now we have it here directly above our PDF. If we wanted to add a section menu to the top or another hero image, we can do that as well. Again, that's going to be based on which layout you choose. So let's go ahead and add a photo. And you can see here how large this is. And that's going to be, again, based on the layout that you're choosing. So let's add our alt text. Save that. We can adjust here. We'll click save. If we want, we can, again, add more content here. So let's add a button. All right, and we'll click publish. So we're saving our page. Now, if we want to view, again, come to our link. So you can see we have our nice big hero image. We have that embedded video, the file. We have our new heading here and that PDF that we embedded. We've got our button that we added. So you can now see that our back to school section is really filling out. So we've got that first page we created, the second one that we just created. All right. Let's go back one step. And again, anytime you see these 6 dots, this means that you can drag and drop to rearrange the pages in whatever order you'd like them to be. So I want to move our supply list information up. And now I want to go ahead and edit this page. So the supply list feature is available on your website, ready to use right away. And it's a really excellent way to make shopping super quick and easy for your families. So what you're going to do is come here and let's go ahead and I'll show you exactly how we add our supply list feature. So we can click add. And then you're going to see here we have our new supply list option. And now you can go ahead and select which supply list you want added to this page. You also have the option, if you've got a whole bunch that are uploaded, you can search by name, or you can upload a new list. So I'm going to go ahead and select these 5 that we already have uploaded. Click save. And now you can see they've populated right here. We can come here, and if you wanted, you can add a photo again. Add our alt text. Click save. Let's go ahead and publish so we save all of our changes. So now you can see our page with our supply list has been uploaded, and all we need to do is click on which one we want. And now we're going to be directed to this handy supply list. So all you're going to have to do is select your favorite retailer, add to cart, and you're good to go. I would also like to show you where your supply lists are found. So here's the supply list module. You can find it in the hamburger menu, or if you are on your main dashboard, your supply list will be found right here in the middle. So there's going to be multiple ways for you to distribute your supply list to your families. After you have uploaded your new list, within 24 to 48 hours, your list will show up here, and it will show as unpublished. So you're going to have the option to either publish the list one by one, or if you'd like, if you have a whole bunch of lists, you can bulk publish all of the lists right here. This share list is going to make it super easy for you to send this out to your families. It's also going to give you options of where you can add this quick and easily. So you can add it directly to your site navigation. You can send it directly to your news. We can send it out through our broadcast communication system, send it to the school news app, add it to your email sender newsletter, and also to social media. This is also going to be the default link that we have, so you can add that just about anywhere. So let's click Add to News. And you can see we've already filled everything out for you, so you're just ready to go. We have our headline, what our short summary is, any text that you want to update, as well as the link directly to it. We'll click Save. And as with always, our news feature gives you the option again to distribute this information to multiple channels. So we can make this a homepage pop-up alert. We can send it to social media, our broadcast communication, school news app, and our newsletters email sender. So let's make this a homepage pop-up alert. We'll click Post. So now when we come back to our live site and do a couple of refreshes, You can see here our homepage pop-up alert is live. So when we click read full story, we're directed right to our supply list feature. If we go back, and we scroll down to our news, you will see here we have our school supplies news article that we created. Again, with our link to go directly to shopping. If you wanted, you could also take this link here, copy that. And when we go back to our section that we were filling out, our pages, not only do we have the individual lists here, but we can also use that URL and add it to our buttons. You can hyperlink text. Add that URL. You can also adjust the look of your buttons. So if you want them to be alternating in colors, you can do that. So let's say we would like this one to be white. And we add another one. So now you can see we'll have our alternating colors. And then when we view our live page, we have our supply list that we uploaded. We have our button here, our help center button there. And again, we're now redirected to our full supply list page for every single one that is associated with your school. Last but not least, we need to tell our section where we want it to live so people will be able to find it. So when we're in our section, if you see this little hierarchy symbol here, this is going to let you know that it's in your site navigation already. If you don't see this, all you need to do is click here, and then you'll have add and site navigation. I've already added this to our site navigation, so when we're on our site, all your visitors are going to have to do is come to the correct site navigation item, and you'll see our back to school updates, the section we've been working on. And now we're brought to our section with all of the pages that we just created. Another way to add to your site navigation will be through the hamburger menu, site management, and site navigation. And now you're just going to choose which site navigation container you want your pages or sections to live in. So let's go ahead. We can add it to our parent section. And we're going to add our section or page. You do have the option to add a link, a URL, a file, or one of our feature pages. Always remember to click Save. We'll come back here, do a couple of refreshes. And then when we come over to our Parents tab, we can see that our item has been added. So thank you so much for joining our webinar today. I hope this gives you some creative ideas to build out visually appealing pages. And if you ever have any questions about your pages, you can find it here in the Help Center.